Hi, Neen Deluisi Oakley, Wysote Gray, Lewi Listiguchk, Wiggy Fredericton, Edogi Namasi, MBCCD Ukchit Fashion Design. Hi, my name is Oakley Wysote Gray. I'm from Listigush, Quebec. I live in Fredericton. I go to MBCCD for fashion design. Yeah. I would just like to say thank you to Mawi'Art for giving this opportunity for an online gallery and giving me the platform to create something that means so much to me. So I created a mask. This mask has so much meaning to me because I designed it when I was trying to cope with the pandemic. So being in Listigush through most of this pandemic, I had a really hard time with my mental health. There was a lot of highs and lows, and when I designed this, I was in one of my favorite places back home, which is by the water. And just sitting there by the water, hearing the waves crash onto the shore, and it's just like, it helps so much. And that is truly, truly what medicine is, like being home. And so when I designed this mask, I wanted to capture exactly where it was and what time it was, and So if you notice, on this side, there's a salmon. And usually in the springtime, that's when the salmon starts running through our river. And as we know, that is our main source for people up in Listigush. So our ancestors would fish the salmon in the river. This side of the mask kind of captures like what time it was for me when I thought of this idea. So I was under the stars. It was like right after the sunset, and like the stars would pop out, and it was just like, that's where I really find that I find the inspiration for my work, is at that perfect hour right after sunset. And so when designing this mask, I really wanted to capture the story through as if I were creating my own petroglyph. So that's why it kind of gives off like the same vibe a petroglyph would, with like the line work and like the traditional Mi'kmaq designs. And when I was making this, I thought of a story that my mother told me when I was younger. So our ancestors back in Listigush used to know when the salmon were running when they seen this polyphemus moth flying around. And that was usually nature's signal that these salmon were running in the river and we were ready to get our food source for the summer. And that's been my favorite story ever since I was told that. And I try to kind of like pay an homage to it in every single thing that I do. And so I'd just like to thank Mawi'Art for this wonderful opportunity to create a piece that was in my sketchbook and really bring it to life exactly how I pictured it. And so Willalin, Willali Ok, Apnamoltes.